Look how pretty our room is looking this morning. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the trim. I don't think it should take me too long, and then possibly go Christmas shopping because I haven't gotten anyone's gifts yet, and that's a problem. I'm gonna jump into my paint gear and get these trims nice and white. I was getting paint like dripping from the top. It was so hard to do a trim on the line. Basically what you do is you dip your paintbrush in and you only like rake the sides. That way the paint is left only on the tip and you can do a straight line on the top. So much better. It is done. I still have a few little touch-up things to do in terms of the actual white paint that I can touch on tomorrow, but otherwise, we're done. One of the other reasons why I wanted to paint this room first is just kind of to learn, because I'd rather learn with this white that's not going to be forever than to learn with the colors that I really want. Obviously, I've learned a lot. So the first thing is to organize it better. Like before, I was just kind of painting everywhere, but I think next time I'm gonna just paint things in an organized manner. So you have the base and the trim, and then you do a wall by wall. That way you're not missing little things that I have been missing, which also before you do the big like up and down on the wall, you do like the outline of the wall so that you don't hit those trims. And with those smaller brushes, like I just showed you that little technique, and it was so much easier with that small brush rather than the big brush. And then I also found that there's like a little tray that you can hold. Instead of having to go back and forth, up and down, you just hold the tray while you're doing around the trim. I saw a roller that you don't have to keep reapplying the paint, like I guess it goes in the roller. They didn't have it at Home Depot. I saw it on Amazon, and I don't know if those actually work because I saw it on an Instagram reel and I was like, whoa, is this like a trendy thing or does that actually work? Because if it worked, I feel like Home Depot would have it. So yeah, I feel like I learned a lot, and next time it won't take me as long, and we've got a technique going. So, but I need to go Christmas shopping. I don't even know where to go. We'll figure it out. But paint is a really good option to start with. One of the easier tasks. Also like kind of inexpensive. So try paint. If you want to try something out, try it. I just got Xander the best gift ever. So now I'm on my way to Target to go get a whole whack of stuff for Bryson. If you have kids in the room, press pause or like mute for a second. But I've never played Santa before, so I am gonna go in. Like, I'm going in. And something that my mom did growing up, Santa would put all of the gifts out, like just sprawled on the couch. Half of it would be for me, half of it would be for my brother. And we would just wake up and go, oh my God. And we would like went from here to here to here. And it was just like so exciting. And then any gifts for my mom and my dad were wrapped in underneath the tree. So we would do stockings. Obviously we'd see all of our toys displayed, and then we would do like the wrapped Christmas presents. I am so excited. Like, I actually am scared to go because I feel like I'm gonna need like 5 cards. I'm gonna be Mrs. Claus. So I went a little crazy. I told you I would. This honestly makes me want to cry because I was telling the lady at the checkout, she's like, oh, do you have a kid? I'm like, yeah. How old is he? He's 1. It's his first Christmas. And then I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. He was in the NICU last year. It was sad because he wasn't with us. And we woke up on Christmas and like the NICU nurse sent us a picture and like we had to say goodbye at some point, and it just felt so weird to not have him with us. The NICU is such a weird thing. It's like a mental mind fuck. When you see all these moms having babies and bringing home their babies, especially around the holidays, it feels weird to have him have been in your belly for so long and not have him with you. Like it's like a lot of parents don't have to deal with that, leaving the hospital without your baby and putting them in the hands of nurses, and they almost act as the parent. It's like this whole weird thing. Like if you ever had a NICU experience, like a long term, because he was in the NICU for like 3 months. It is such a traumatizing experience, and it's just this really weird feeling. So sitting here and like thinking about him being with us, and like now that I know him more as a human being and as like he's built his personality, like it's just so weird to me that he was missing, you know, like obviously he wasn't missing, but he was not there presently, like physically. And yeah, I just can't wait for us to wake up on Christmas, and the fact that I'm able to appreciate this experience a little bit more, because I consider this to be like his first Christmas, because obviously like he was still technically supposed to be in the womb last Christmas. And yeah, it's just this really surreal experience. Just appreciating health, like even going through my dad, and he had cancer during the holidays right before he passed, and to just be grateful for your health, because without your health, like you have nothing. I'm just reflecting a little bit right now, and really appreciating and being thankful for your health, because at one point, like all of our healths will go, like we won't have it forever. Our bodies will deteriorate. It sounds so depressing, but at the same time, it feels nice to be able to focus on that and appreciate it, because it's not forever. And like health is just something we take for granted every day, and I'm so appreciative of being in this spot right now, because I know maybe one Christmas we won't be. And yeah, I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. So I'm gonna go try to sneak these in without Xander looking. Good luck with that, because a lot of them are kind of big and heavy. We've got some presents under the tree. I wanted to share with you guys and kind of open up a little bit about what I was talking about. I wanted to give you guys some context, which now that I think about this, I'm gonna link down like a hospital for premature babies that we can donate to, or somehow figure out a way to make this video like a donation kind of thing. But just to give you guys some context, I just brought up Bryson's memory box, and we have some of his NICU stuff. This could be a little crazy, all right? So just envision, this was Bryson's diaper. Like this was big for him. And they actually have a smaller size. This was, I think it's like a micro preemie, and then they have an ultra preemie, and then they have a preemie size, and then they go up and up and up. Last year around this time, like he was on his way back to being home. So they actually had like a bet, all the nurses, that he would be home by Christmas, and he didn't get home until into January a little bit. But he was like pretty healthy, like, and ready to come home at that time. But he started like this, like, if you can just see, it's a really tiny diaper. I didn't open up too much about the experience about this, but there's these little cloths that you take home and you put in your house so that they get your scent, or on you. Like I used to sleep with it in my bra while I was pumping, and then they would lay this on top of him so that he could get our scents. And we came in on Christmas to him in a stocking. Like the nurses had wrapped him in a stocking. It was super cute. These were his eye gloves. They would wrap this around his head, like his little eyes. It looks fake. I remember going through this the first time, and I was like, I don't remember him being that small. But he was also my first, and I wasn't around a lot of babies, so I didn't even know what small was. But I look now at him, and I look at this, and I'm like, it's not even the same baby. Like I cannot even picture this. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here. This was his first outfit. He was swimming in this. Like this was such a big outfit for him. Oh yeah, the octopus, which I think I talked to you guys about this, but this acts as like the umbilical cord, and they'll hold on to it. And he would just sit there and hold on to his little octopus. I don't think this was the one. There's actually a smaller one in here somewhere. Oh, here. This was his little octopus. But this is a typical thing in the NICU, and I'm pretty sure it came from a different country, and someone had made it, and they found out that it literally gives them the same feeling as the umbilical cord. So yeah, just crazy to think that's where we were. Just insane. Count your blessings. And like I said, I'm gonna link some sort of something for the NICU babies right now, and I pray for them and their family during this time, because man, it's rough. Yeah, it's a little peek into what we were experiencing last year, and just the bliss and everything that's been happening this year. And yeah, just really count your blessings. So thanks for listening. I was talking to them about where we were last year.
We were trying to get Bryson to come home from the NICU. Like he was probably 6 pounds.
Come here, Bubba.
Because I remember my family came to visit for Christmas and Joan got to hold him. And we were starting at that point to think that he might come home. But at this point it was like we were in the NICU 2 to 3 times a day, it felt like.
Yeah.
Going in the morning at like 5 in the morning. And then going in the afternoon for lunch and then going in the evening at 5 or 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he couldn't even finish a bottle. And now he can't put his bottle down. This is how he drinks his water. He's in water. You like water, don't you?
I don't think they know that story of like why he wasn't coming home.
He couldn't finish the amount that he needed to eat with only a bottle. So he had a nasal tube, an NG tube that he would eat all of his milk with. And one day, sometime in the first week of January, he just said, I'm done with this thing. And he ripped out his NG tube in front of all of us. And we're like, well, you don't have to put it back in. Let's just give him the bottle. And he finished that bottle. He had finished a bottle, I think, before, but it was not consistent. And then after he pulled out the NG tube, he never needed it again because he started drinking every single bottle.
And then he came home. Do you remember what day he came home?
Yeah, January 10th.
Do you remember how much he weighed?
7 pounds, 2 ounces. I do consider this his first Christmas.
Me too, that's what I said.
Obviously, right. Can I see? Thank you. Do you want to see now? I forgot what we're talking about. Having him sleep through the night is the greatest. Is that what you're asking about? Sorry. Who got him to sleep through the night?
Bryson did.
Come on, tell me who got him to sleep through the night.
Xander did.
Yeah.
That one night.
No crying, no Ferberizing or whatever.
You don't miss him? You don't want to cuddle him?
Oh, do I like when he like kicks me and moves and flips like a million times in the middle of the night? And then you punch me and you go, Xander, give me a diaper at 2:30.
You rather cuddle him for the whole night or me?
Oh, definitely him.
Xander.
Well, if you'd have told me 14 months ago, you know, that we're going to be in the NICU, I could have probably said nothing about the NICU, knew nothing about it, didn't even know of its existence. And now we've had a NICU baby. We know lots of people around us that were NICU babies or have had NICU babies. And there's part of it that, you know, you want to be aware of. And then there's also just like, he's a normal kid. Well, he's probably got a few screws loose, but.
No, he doesn't.
And a screw loose. I can look at it and go, cuckoo.
Do you have a screw loose?
Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yeah.
That was delicious. And good night socks. Good night, big house. Good night, cone. Good night, stars. Good night, Bryson. Good night, noises everywhere.